going to talk about tangent line, where the cue ball is
okay.
going.
Oh, that's good. That's a good one to talk about. So we're gonna go. Can you see that line?
Yeah. Actually, not really. Yeah, you can see it now.
You see it now?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go. Gotta be straight.
Right?
Curves. There we go. Can you see that one?
Yeah.
Other one here, here. See that one, right?
Yeah. This is an artist at work.
No. Sorry, Henry. So if you look at these, you know, and I call them kind of railroad tracks at the beginning, because if you're just going to hit the ball straight, and that ball's going to stay on this line, basically, okay, with center ball. That's what we're going to do today, with center and center high. Okay. If you were to draw them, you know, it's going to come in a straight line, and I call these railroad tracks. Okay. So now, let's say we have a little bit of an angle. So if we move the ball one ball over, you see the difference on this ball going in the hole and where it's going to make contact. If I hit this with center ball, just center ball, this ball is going to go in this direction on these railroad tracks.
And it's called the tangent line.
Yeah, it's called the tangent line. So here I am with center ball, split the difference, and yeah, see? Dead on that line. Okay, now, and the way to find that is just come to the point of contact and just come right here. The edge of that ball, them railroad tracks. It's real simple. So here I am. I'm gonna hit this ball, I'm gonna shoot this ball with center ball, okay? And we know that this ball is hitting on the right side, it's gonna go to the right. Okay? So we're gonna do it again. We're gonna aim, we're gonna split the difference. Aim center ball and dead on that line, right? So now we're going to shoot it the same shot with high English, okay? With high English, this ball is going to take this railroad track, always the outside, and it's going to go straight to the rail. So it's going to go straight, split the difference, and perfect. Okay? Dead in the hole. So now we're going to do the same thing once again. Remember, high, we're going to split the difference, and we're going to go higher than our cue ball, okay? And we are going to shoot that ball dead in the hole. See, it just follows that line perfect. The harder you hit this ball, the more it'll get out the line. So we know that if I hit high, it's going to follow that railroad track on the outside of the ball. Well, let's say if I hit it a little harder, it's going to go a little bit more. If I hit it harder, it's going to go a little bit more. So I'm going to hit a little bit harder. We know the first one went right here, okay? So now I'm going to hit it harder. Kenny, it's probably going to hit right here, okay?
You're hitting top.
Yeah, so I'm going to hit it with top a little bit harder, right? See, a little bit more, okay? Then if I hit it harder, it's going to go a little bit more. That's the difference. Then if I hit it harder, it's even going to go more, right? So it's about as far as I'm going to get with. So if we want to draw this ball, you see these back two lines here? See these back two lines? It's going to be the same thing. It's going to come straight up this top line, these top railroad tracks, as I call them. So all I'm going to do is get down on the ball, split the difference, and straight into railroad track. Right? If I hit it just with center ball, the ball's going to float straight down this part of the British flag. Right? And so here we go. We hit it with center ball, right down the line of the bottom of the British flag, or the top of the line. So now, if we want to hit this with follow, okay, it's going to go forward. So it's not going to come down this line. It's going to split the difference between these two stripes on the British flag, right? So here, we're gonna go forward with it, split the difference, and right in between, perfect, right?
All right.
So now,
Draw.
if we wanna draw the ball, no, you know what? If we wanna draw the ball, it's gonna draw in between these two and come back, because if we hit it and we stun the ball, it's gonna come forward. So it's gonna come in between these two lines of the British flag, the two stripes. So we're gonna draw the ball, split the difference in. See? In between.
And also-
Let's put the ball up here. And by figuring it out, from the edge of this ball, right here, where is this ball gonna go on this British flag? Which stripe?
Well, if I hit it in the middle,
Right.
it's going to come down this way.
Okay, so show us. We want to see it. Here's Kenny, folks. Perfect. Beautiful. What are you supposed to say when you make a ball?
Dead in the hole.
That's the hole. Okay. So now we want you to, if you follow the ball from here, where's the ball going to go?
Okay.
In between the two stripes of the British flag, right?
Right. Okay. The main thing is recognizing where it's going to go.
Exactly. There you go, perfect. Kenny just thinks he's Hulk Hogan sometimes. He just smashes the balls, you know what I mean? But it came, as you see in the video, it came right here and came up, okay?
Now, if I were to hit it harder with the top spin, it probably would have came further
Exactly.
this way, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but we aren't gonna get into that in this session. We'll get into speed and velocity in the next.
That's a
the
good
next
one. Yes, that's a good one.
So now let's come over here, Kenny, and I want you to tell me where the ball's gonna go.
Where do we,
You
if I hit center ball,
If
it's
you
gonna
hit
go
center
this
ball,
way.
that's right, exactly, there you go. And how did you figure that out? Because the back line over here on this ball, this back line, you can't hit the front line, you gotta hit the back line of this ball, comes straight this way. You see, this is part of the British flag. So, if you're looking at this ball right here, and you know that goes in that hole, and you hit here, you know that you take this line right here, and it's gonna go straight to that hole, just like this goes to this hole, that goes to that hole, that goes. Perfect. See that line?
see the line. Yeah. I ain't you. Try that again.
More right here. Split the difference on the ball. Tell them, I'm splitting the difference.
This is the difference.
There you go, see? Went straight up that line. Perfect, right here. Bam. Okay. Okay. The best way I think to learn this is to do this. As we see that this is a stripe on a British flag, this is a stripe on a British flag, this is a stripe on a British flag. So if you have that in your mind and you're looking at it, great. So what you may want to start doing is put the cue ball in between these two stripes on the British flag. And you have to figure out when you hit it with center ball, where the ball is going to go. Then you hit it a little bit harder and see what it alters. Then you draw the ball and see where it goes. Then after you get done doing that, shoot it with high. See where this ball is going to come after contact. It's going to come in the middle. So middle to middle, middle to middle. Okay, same thing. So I split the difference on here, and I go high and middle. Okay, so now we'll hit it with a little bit more. And now we'll do the next one a little bit different. You know what I mean? With down that line,
Yep.
down the middle, down this line. Now we want to make it come in the middle of these two lines. Okay, you see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Middle of those two lines.
Now draw.
And now we want to make it come straight in between these two lines right here.
Mikey, make a hit right here. Down
Okay,
there.
so now we're gonna hit it. We're gonna hit it just we're gonna hit it with a tip below center, and we're gonna see the ball. We wanna, okay, so you wanna alter this, you want me to come straight through these lines and come down here.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do, tip below center, with the difference, and
Nice. So just practice, and they gotta be recognizing where the ball's going, right?
right, exactly. And if you want to do this, and if you want to take it a step further, and you want to go here, and you want to go here, we're not canceling out the British flag or anything, but we want to go here and draw more lines. You can do it in the middle of each one of them, and all the way, and then you can perfect on which way your ball is going to go. That looks really good too. And you can perfect on which line you want your ball on from this angle. So I want to draw it here. So here we go. That's going to be kind of tough. So we know we can't get there because the ball's got to come this way. So it's going to come in between. So it's going to come straight up here. So in the beginning root of this. See this? Right down that line, right there. Okay. If I want to draw the ball harder, it's going to come after contact. It's going to come during this line right here. So here we go. Split the difference, and say that, oh, you know what, Kenny? Here. So let's say that you're playing this ball right here, and we're almost straight, and we got to get on this ball, and let's just say that we can't draw the ball. Let's just say we're playing 8-ball, and we can't draw the ball. Okay. So and these balls are here. I mean, we can't draw the ball because maybe this ball's right here or another ball's right here, and we can't draw this ball. So we know where our ball's going to go. Our ball, if we hit it with just a little bit almost center, that ball's going to come over here. If we hit it kind of medium speed, it's going to come back over here. So line up, split the difference, line up with center. Perfect.
Nice.
So if we want, put it back. So let's say we got another route. Let's say that we also have balls over here, okay? So that stops us from coming across to the side. So we're gonna put another one right here. We'll put another one right here. So that way there's nothing else. So all we know we have to do is just draw this ball. It's going to come out here, and come on over here. Line up, split the difference. That's all we need to do.
Nice.
Then the hole. Do it again. Here, give me one more ball. Are you kidding? And the harder I hit it, the more shorter it's going to come. So the more I draw the ball, the more shorter it's going to come. So here I come, and I'm a little bit above draw. So it's kind of like almost a stud draw. Here I go. Perfect.
Here's another really, really important thing. You gotta follow through.
Of course.
You have to follow through. If you don't, you poke at it, it takes a different line.
Yeah,
Right?
but my point is once you see that line that this is taken, in between these two are what I'm looking for. So I'm visualizing in between these two stripes on the British flag is another one right here. And I'm visualizing that ball coming through that line. And if you really look, you're going to see that ball take that route, okay? Okay. Perfect.
Nice. Etiquette.
Yeah, I think the one most important thing in pool, no matter what, is etiquette. I mean, pool etiquette is like respect to everybody, no matter what. Even if you're playing bad and you miss balls, it doesn't make a difference. I mean, you saw me lose. I played horrible against. I didn't play that great against Efren, but Efren's Efren. But no matter what, I was smiling and we were having a good time. I told him, man, aren't you going to enjoy yourself? I mean, you know, realistically, that's what it's all about. You know, this isn't life or death or anything like that. That carries more options. So no matter what, you know, you don't have to tell a guy, good shot if you don't want to or whatever, if you're getting beat doing them things. I mean, just remember, you know, you don't want to stand in front of a shot when the guy's shooting the ball. You want to kind of stay in your seat. Watch him when he does. You know, we can learn from everybody. It makes no difference who it is. Makes no difference if it's the person at their first day of playing pool. We can learn from everyone. And remember, we have to like love each other and respect each other. That's what it's all about, man.
You know, one thing I hate is when I'm trying to take a shot, somebody stands right there at the hole and they walk by it
Well, yeah,
No.
it's, and that has to do with, and one of the reasons why we hate it sometimes, we like to have a reason why we miss, you see? And if we don't have a reason to miss and we let that affect us, then, you know, what happens is even though it's, well, let them do what they're gonna do either ways. It's, you can always say, hey, could you please move? I mean, or in a nice way, not in a get the hell out of my way mode, you know? I think the best way when you're playing with people and, you know, they want to stand in the corner, you're shooting in the whole 9 yards. So what I do is I line up my ball still and I stay down, and then I just stand here, you know. I'll just stand here. Or I'll set my stick down and sit down for a minute. And that person's gonna move. He's not just gonna stay there in that one spot. They're gonna move.
Right.
So that's what I'll do. If it really bothers me or whatever, and I'm being really affected by it for some reason, that way, if I set my stick down and sit down, they say, "What are you doing?" Well, you know, I really appreciate it if it kind of blows my concentration with you being there, whatever the case may be, without being an idiot, you know. And you know, I sit down while you shoot. Can you sit down while I shoot?
Well, there's actually people that actually do that on purpose.
Right, and you know, and that's the time when you sit down. If it's really bothering you, you set down your stick. If you can't take, you set down your stick and you sit down. They say, "I just want to whatever, take a drink out of my soda, whatever the case may be," and hopefully they sit down. If not, you know, you can only educate somebody so much. If they don't want to be educated, well, then they don't want to be educated. It's their prerogative. You know, as long as you do the right thing and try and do the right thing, that's all that matters. We can't change the world, you know?
Nice.
Yeah. We're gonna see how mad Henry gets when he sees I marked up his table like a British flag. He's gonna be here in a minute. He's the owner of the Q Club. He's gonna say, "What the heck did you do to my table?"
Cool. That's cool. That's really
We'll
cool.
have Henry come over and say, "What did you do here?"
All right.